Hello, son. Glad you could join us this evening. Have a seat. Now, your mother and I would like to talk to you about something. I'd like to start by saying we're extremely proud of the incredible advances you've made in terms of your music career and furthering Australian artists in general. Why, you've taken all the best parts of hip-hop and EDM music as we know it and fused them together into some sort of holy mishmash of hipster glory. And for that, your mother and I are very, very proud of you. Why, you've sold now 2 multi-platinum winning albums, and that's just spectacular. And good for you, mate. You've worked so hard at doing this. And it's nice that you made some little friends as well. That Lord is a very nice girl. Now, I know this last record, Skin, you've cracked the international top 100 and, you know, you've had to maybe go for a bit of a populist route in terms of doing that. And I understand that you want to kick up your heels a little bit and maybe just do something a little off the wall. But son, this new companion EP, it just feels a little, well, undisciplined. Unfocused is what I'm trying to say. Now, I'm all for you eschewing pop structure and going off and doing your own little thing. Sure, go right ahead and make things that don't necessarily conform to a standard 4x4 verse-chorus-verse structure. That's all good. But mate, you've got to make sure the songs are still there. It's important to your public. Harley, you really must try this Sauv Blanc. It's quite divine. Now, we did notice that you had gone for a little bit of a grimy attack for the Skin LP, and that's fine, you know, playing up your hip-hop roots there a little bit's okay. I see you even had Raekwon on one of the tracks. That was a very nice little interlude there. A little bit violent for your mother's taste, but I quite enjoyed it. And that Wall Fuck song was quite good as well, very heavy and hard-hitting. So I can appreciate that you're following this route down to its inevitable conclusion, but some of these tracks just feel like they could have been fleshed out a little bit. I mean, this song Heater, for example. Now, I know you used that for the Keep Sydney Open rally, and that's great. It's good to see you supporting local business, but it feels like you're just sort of ripping yourself off a little bit, son. I mean, you know, those little vocal samples, you know, it feels like you've already been there, mate. I have to say, I did like the fact that you seem to be sonically referencing Apache with that little whistle in Heater, that little whistle lead. I thought that was quite nice, you know. Reminded me of those old spaghetti westerns. I thought that was a pretty cool thing to do, Harley. That was good work. I did like how your last track was a little bit sinister there, you know. It kind of had an air of foreboding about it, which I thought was quite impressive, but it just sort of peters out, mate. I didn't know whether you were coming or going. So, on the whole, it was a good effort. I know you always put in your best effort, just like Dad taught you. At the end of the day, it just felt like it was missing something. I mean, I know you sort of made it from offcuts of the Skin LP, and obviously you'd used some of your best work there, and that's fine. But don't just go throwing us the scraps, you know, mate. Maybe save it for the next LP, you know, when you've got a little bit more, you know, a little bit more jab hook sort of stuff. Anyway, mate, just wanted to let you know that. Well, not that we think you're doing a bad job, we think you're doing a great job, but we're just a little bit concerned. We just don't want to see you fall into cliches of yourself. After all, you virtually invented a genre of music. It's so easy to get caught up in the rabble of just trying to replicate yourself and stay on the scene, you know? So I think it's just best that you keep pushing the envelope, buddy, and I think you will do that. You know what? I'm glad we had this talk, and really have some of this wine. This is a great Sauv. Mum got it down at Vintage Cellars for about 35, and you know, you can taste it. I'll pour you some now. I think the better parts of this EP are really coming across when you're focusing more on your ambient work. That song, V, is quite lovely. I guess it's what the kids would call chill. That one with Isabel Manfredi though, oh, she's a lovely girl, isn't she? But I don't know. I don't feel like it really went anywhere. We were listening to her, what was that whispering at the end about it all being, you know, she should have having to told you something. Told me what? Told me the cricket was on? I don't know. It was all just a little bit esoteric for me. I didn't really go for it.